兴奋地在红地毯上唱起歌，来自太平洋岛国万那杜塔纳岛的Yakel族人来到意大利的威尼斯参与国际影展。他们都是澳洲纪录片导演Bentley Dean 和 Martin Butler在Yakel族部落住了7个月的时间所拍摄的电影《塔纳岛中的主角》，这也是第一次有以这个岛上的居民为对象的电影。而族人在参与拍摄之前，甚至根本不知道也没看过电影。
We said, listen. What do you think about making a film together? They're like, well, what is a film? And so we showed them on. We had a little laptop there, a film called 10 Canoes by Rolf de Heer, and their response was amazing. Like we got to the end and said, listen, can we start tomorrow? And we said, well, actually, we can't do that because we're not ready at all. And we can come back in 3 months though. And they said, okay, do that. We'll build you a house while you're gone. Just buy us 6 kilos of nails, and it'll be ready when you come back. And so I came back with my family, and the house was ready, and we just proceeded to talk.
两位导演先是花了2个月的时间访谈当地族人，学习在地文化和惯习，并且倾听他们的故事，再拼凑形塑出电影里罗密欧与茱丽叶般的故事。在塔纳岛上的许多原住民族生活严格遵守着传统Kastom制度所规范的信念和法则，其中包括跨部族的婚姻，以巩固部族之间的关系。而这部电影就是讲述16岁的少女Wawa即将嫁到敌对部落作为和谈条件，却选择与所爱的Yakel族领导人的孙子Dain私奔。Wawa的决定造成家庭、部落以及2个部落之间的纷争。
Well, look, what the film did was it was actually the first time ever that the chiefs had made a public statement that love marriage could be part of custom. That had been sort of understood for maybe the last 20 years or so, that if people didn't want to go along with the arranged marriage, that they'd fall in love with someone else, that they had been allowed to, but the chiefs had never publicly sort of made a policy statement about that. And in the film, when we sort of shot that sequence, that was the very first time that the chiefs had done that. The JJ, our translator, has sort of told us subsequently that was a very important statement, that will project sort of custom into the future.
在这部电影当中，族人的真实文化与生活跟电影故事之间的差别细微到难以切割。在拍摄过程中，要选择2个敌对村落作为拍摄对象，主要拍摄村落的族人建议去找在现实生活中真的相互敌对的村落，这也遇到许多困难。
And they thought, we have an enemy tribe that we're at war with in this. Why don't we cast? Go and ask the people that we're having a fight with to play them, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Anyway, they went off and asked anyway, and they said, no, absolutely no way, bugger off. And it did actually end up in a fight where one of our actors, actually, who you might interview later, beat their chief up badly. He didn't think he was going to live, in fact. And there was a retaliation, and the film actually almost fell apart at that point. And it was only because I was advised by JJ, who's very much our collaborator on this film, and you'll speak to soon, advised that what I should do is take full responsibility, offer a pig and carve her, as is the traditional way, to clear everything up. And so that's what happened, and the film continued. But alas, the enemy tribe wasn't going to play ball.
Would not play the enemy tribe. That's right.
I mean, it's interesting. Their thinking was that, it would be beautiful because in the film, the tribes come together, right? And they thought this is going to be the glue for us as well.
Yes.
This film will also bring us together. There was no distinction, between this fictional thing and real life.
导演在选择女主角的过程中，也遇到许多困难，不只是因为族人没有演戏的经验，更因为文化所造成的障碍。
But they were also for sort of cultural reasons, because it's a small tribe and you can't sort of marry someone within the tribe because there's essentially extended families. So that there are taboos about people within the village sort of standing close to each other or looking longingly into each other's eyes or any sign of sort of like physical affection. And so it was quite a barrier. I mean, we needed them to be in love and illustrate that. So it took us actually quite a long time to find Wawa. And it was only really after about sort of 2 or 3 weeks of looking and interviewing, auditioning lots and lots of people, that we, JJ sort of suggested that we go to this particular village, and there she was, and boy, she's good on camera.
塔纳岛的故事改编自1980年时改变 Kastom 规范允许自由恋爱的真实事件，并且在9月9日在第72届的威尼斯影展上首映。片中Yakel族演员穿着传统服饰走在红地毯上，这也是他们第一次出国。
Yatana ni momene nol muni no ba tumu ni na yum yatana na na lal ya wono men li na
塔纳岛在威尼斯影展上非常风光，获得影评人以及观众票选的首奖。导演之一 Bentley Dean 也获得电影制作的大奖。
Yem nomyo gilangin menai yematlaw no kana lo maksami.
Wawa, nakapanan yan tawa mama ko kami kwat si kami. Takwa am kwat mai kagahan, nasi tua mai ilakai taktaw.
记者杜希、林柏宏编译。